Yeah, wherever you feel there are some technical aspects require. I mean, I'm not highlighting, and where you are facing that particular situation in your office or in your employment, you can bring to my notice, and I will be able to see what best solution I can give for that. Okay, see, SAP is such that it will fit to any industry and any type of process. So there is a solution for everything. Okay, so we can discuss, but maximum all possible type of situations, I will definitely explain whatever I know from my side. And if you have any doubts or anything, you can either note it down and we can have at the end of the session or end of the topic.
Hi, brother. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Surya Pawan. We have just started. I have
Yeah. Sorry for the sir.
I have just
Sorry
given
for
my introduction. Okay, I'm just about to start the actual class.
Okay, brother. I'll be on the mute. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, whatever notes, whatever I show you on the screen, except for this video recording, whatever I show you, whatever I create notes, everything will be shared with you on a daily basis or however you need. I will share it with you. There is nothing that I will not share. So that you need not write what you are seeing on the screen. I will be sharing it with you. And I will be creating notes while teaching, so that you will have more real-time see, when if I show you something and I teach you something, then you may get some doubt. So what we will do, we will take the screenshot while teaching it, and then we will paste it on the notes itself, so that screenshot what you have learned in the class will be there in your notes also. So what is not there in the screen, you can note it down if you require, wherever you feel it is required. Otherwise, except for this recording, rest all will be shared with you, and I will create notes while teaching itself. And coming to SAP application, there is a person in Hyderabad from whom I have taken the server access. Basically, I am in Pune. Okay. Through known person, I got the contact of that particular SAP guy, and I have taken the application from him, and I have configured the company code, whichever I am teaching to you is I have configured. So if you tell him my name, he will give access to the same server, so that you will have access to the company code what I am teaching you, and we will be able to practice it. And he will charge 500 per month, and if it is for quarterly basis, he will take 1200 on quarterly basis. My fees is including that 1200, which I am giving for 3 months. After that, if you feel like continuing, you can pay him directly and you can continue it. Only my request is, don't make any changes at the configuration level, because it will affect my classes. See, this particular server is open to all, for a technical team, functional team, and end user. Everybody will be playing on that server. Okay, so anybody can change anytime, anything may go also. So this is the risk there in this process. So to that extent, we can't do anything, because it is a practice server, and that is called IDES. It is a application given by SAP itself. You are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
See, this is called IDES. Okay, this is I mean, this is given by SAP itself for practice purposes. And this server, you can take it from SAP also, or you can take it on rental basis with these kind of people who are doing this particular business. You can take it and you can use it for practice purposes. Earlier, I don't think so. We were, I mean, this see, now I am using the version ECC version. Okay, but right now S4 HANA is the latest version. But as per SAP official announcement, it is this particular ECC version is available up to 2027. But I think they will extend further, because S4 HANA is very costly. First of all, even big companies will have I mean, budget will not be there even for big companies to implement S4 HANA. And that much, I mean, it is more integrated than ECC version. I don't think so. Medium-sized businesses and all will be requiring so much of configuration also that way. So there are all plausible chances that ECC will continue even after 2027. And if you see difference-wise, there won't be much difference. In fact, it will be more user-friendly compared with ECC. That's all. See, if you also know that everything is GUI, I mean, user-friendly, user interface developments. Okay, so the latest versions will be more easier than existing versions. Okay. Till now, any doubts you have, anything you want to ask? Okay, I'll proceed. Now coming to the course material. So I mean course, how we will be going along. See, there are two aspects. If you see, one is accounting aspect as far as end user is concerned. One is accounting aspect. Another one is audit aspect. See, audit aspect to be looked upon even by user also, not only by auditors, because he should be aware what changes, whatever entries he makes or whatever changes he does, how that will be reflected in the SAP. And auditor will try to find out, check what all the audit trials that particular company is following, and how good their internal controls are there. Okay, so these are the two aspects which we will be looking upon. And as I said earlier also, we are not going to configuration. However, I will be showing you certain configurations where that will add value to your end user performance or audit performance. So those things I will show you. Now, accounting and auditing aspects, what I will do, I will not do it separately. That means first I will, it is not that I will complete all the accounting, whatever 13 serial number which I have mentioned here. I will not complete first these 13, and I will not go into control and audit aspects for the next 13. I will not do that way. I will be doing it in such a way that wherever we are learning, suppose master records, what are the controls and audit aspects that comes in master record, that I will tell you along with that, so that you will be able to correlate. Otherwise, what will happen if I complete this and again if I start after few days, after few hours this particular aspect, then you will not be able to link my teaching. Okay, so what I will do, wherever there is a relevant topic is there I will there itself I will tell you what are the controls and what are the audit aspects are there. Okay. And coming to next one, see, here we have two I mean, in FICO, there are two modules. They call two sub-modules. One is finance, another one is control. Okay. What I have done right now is I have configured already in the system almost all FI related configuration. See, I am, to be very frank with you, I am not a functional consultant. I am a end user. But for the purpose of this course, which I am starting, which I have been doing it for SAP, I had to do functional learning also because I need to develop my system according to my requirements. That is the reason I had to learn functional. And I structured it to the maximum extent for FI. Why I have not done it CO and I have started the classes is if I do entire system complete and if I teach you, then you will not be able to find the difference how it is being done earlier, how it was, and now what difference I am saying. Okay, that is the reason I have stopped at FI. Almost I have done. Even asset accounting configuration I have not done. While the teaching progresses, once once I feel you have comfortably learned, then I will start those control and FA so that you will see the difference. Okay, because now we have configured this, we are not able to do this way, and we can only do that way. Are you getting my point? If you have anything, please message me. Then I will be able to stop and give you clarification. If I am fast, please let me know. Okay. See, this is all I am giving you, preparing your mind so that what I will be doing it and how the course will be taken forward. Okay. So even now also, if you see, certain aspects I have covered, but I have made my own entries where I will be able to show you people that earlier, see, I have done this entry like this. Now I have to do entry like this. Otherwise, it will not go forward. Okay. So these are the things which I stopped here because till now I did only basic configuration, minimum configuration. Once I progress in the teaching, once you people learn to this extent, in the meanwhile, I will develop further and then I will be able to show you further what are the controls which SAP does in the system. Okay. Now, shall we move on to the actual course now? Yeah, I will share the notes. See, first 2-3 classes, it will be theoretical, theory will be more. The reason being, you should understand how actually the SAP structure is done, how the system is configured, basic settings. See, we are into accounts. One thing we have to remember, we are into accounts. Accounts is whichever department you take, finally it comes and hits accounts department. Okay, and we are responsible for any number coming in our books, and we should know how the numbers are flowing into my trial balance. Okay, tomorrow auditors will come and ask my management monthly financials. When I am doing, my management also will ask me how this number has come, how this stock amount has come this much, how this sales value has come this much, all these things. But I am doing anything as far as material is concerned, sales is, I am totally out of the picture only. I am in the accounts department. Then how can I can't say how management can ask me that how this figure has come. So we should have complete control on the entries, whichever is flowing from whichever module, and how that entry is coming, whether it is taking the right amount figure, or whether it is valuation is correctly done, it is not done. Okay, all these aspects we should know. Otherwise, we are not sure. Just one trial balance has come. There is some 20 crore sales figure in the trial balance. So I have taken in P&L 20 crore. And there is a closing stock which is system is showing that 15 crore. I have just taken it 15 crore. But it does not work that way. We have to know how these 20 crores have come, or how this, on what basis the closing stock has been evaluated, and what is the internal control process, who has issued the order, who has approved the order. All these things has to be known by the accounts department, because we are finally the audit is focused in accounts department, and auditors ask each and every questions on each and every amounts what is flowing into financials. Okay, so overall, I will cover overall understanding about flow of entries from especially SD module and MM module also. If possible, before we complete the course, I will try to prepare 1 to MM, purchase orders, and 2 sales orders also, and I will show you those entries also before we complete the course. Okay. And because see here, there is only challenge is that system I have to make ready to make you understand. There is nobody else who is making the system. See, this guy, whoever gave me the application, he just took 1200 rupees per quarter and has given me rent. Usage charges, like, and I am using it. But there is nobody who is preparing, who is configuring it. It is myself who is configuring to my requirement, so that I will be able to deliver good lecture, so that you will be able to understand. I am telling you, after this lecture, you will definitely feel more confident. And if you are interested in functional side also, you can go and join for certification course also. And that confidence I will build you before I complete this course. Okay, because you just see me, I was an end user and I have configured the system to this extent now, which we will be learning. And going forward, I will complete that entire FICO also. And I have decided to configure 2 purchase orders and 2 sales orders, so that I can, in practical scenario, I can show you how the entries flow from sales module and purchase module also. Okay. Now coming to SAP, maybe you may know it, but still we will go through the basic understanding about the SAP. SAP means systems, applications, and products in data processing. This is also a ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning. And SAP, you may know, it is developed by 3-4 people of IBM employees. Okay, coming to ERP, what is the difference between ERP and SAP is that ERP has also got all the modules, maybe not all, but most of the modules, like sales, purchase, stores, finance, HR, everything is available, even in ERP. The only problem was all the modules were behaving independently. Okay, it was not completely integrated with accounts module or finance module. That is the reason the importance of SAP has gained so much than ERP. Okay, if you have worked earlier in any ERP environment, the stores people will have one application. They will be doing at their own individual this thing, and sales team will be doing their own sales related. Accounts will be doing their own accounts related. Then they will do some month-end closure, month-end process. Then that will come and hit here. There is no real-time integration of all these modules. And also, if you see, the data was duplication. Suppose one vendor is there, he is there in accounts also, he is there in also. Okay, and the data is to be maintained in different applications separately. Okay, all these difficulties or drawbacks or gaps have been filled by this SAP. Okay, now just to tell you, see, if you see, these are the various modules which are available in SAP. Okay, these are various modules where we will be covering FI, controlling, and asset management. We will be covering in our this is end user aspect, and we will try to do SD couple of orders and MM couple of orders, which will give you more insight how the entries will flow. Okay, but if you see, there are many other modules also which are got integrated with a single server, that is SAP. Okay, so this much facility is not available in ERP. That is the reason SAP has gained more importance than any other ERP. Okay, and coming to real-time three-tier architecture. They say this is the real-time three-tier architecture. Why this is three-tier architecture is, one is that presentation layer. That means end user will key in the details, application server will process it, and entire whatever the data is there, it is stored at a single point. So this particular database can be used by everybody, or by all the modules. I mean, people who are operating in all the other modules also. So this is the major advantage. So single database, and it will give the service to all the users. That is the three-tier architecture. This we have already discussed, that this is integrated ERP solutions. That is, there are various modules which are being integrated to single system. Okay, now coming to SAP FICO. FICO stands for Financial and Controlling. These are two core modules in SAP and are tightly integrated to help management maintain and generate financial reports for efficient decision making and strategic planning. Why this FICO is combined, they have done, I mean, it is required to learn together because of the internal controls. Otherwise, if a finance person will not know what are the controls there, otherwise he may do mistakes. Okay, that is the reason these two has to be learned together. Then it will be useful as far as understanding and control perspective also. That is the reason these two are together. Okay, next, see this notes also is I have started SAP around 2013-14. So there was one book. Okay, from that book I have taken these notes. It is not my own notes. Okay, I felt even today that notes is good enough. So that is the reason I have captured the notes from that particular book. I will, I don't remember that author's name. I will tell you, it may be available in net or something. You can download also. Otherwise, wherever there is a theory is there, before the class, I will keep the theory ready. And regarding screenshot when we are working, that will be taken on a live class basis. Okay. I will read this particular two things as it is, because I don't want to miss any point what is mentioned here. Okay. Now we have read what is SAP FICO. Coming to FI, the FI module is a business process designed specifically for organizations to maintain their financial records efficiently on a daily basis, for management to be able to ascertain their financial position, and for those who need to generate financial statutory reports for external purposes to meet the needs of various stakeholders in real time. Okay, this is general. They have explained what is generally why financial, what is the importance of financial records. Okay, now the FI module consists of other sub-modules, including general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, bank accounting, asset accounting, special purpose ledger, travel management, and so on. So FI module consists of all these sub-modules, which we'll be learning in our course. And coming to FI is integrated into other modules like SD and material management. See, Here also, if you see the notes says SD and MM because the volume of transactions which flow from SD and MM is numerous. I mean, see, if you see the other modules, there will be hardly any entries. Suppose, for example, if you take HR, Human Capital Management, monthly one entry will come. That is a salaries entry which will be booked by HR, and there will be few other expenses which HR incurs, but that comes again from MM only. Okay, see, though HR module is there, but if they incur any expenses, they have to prepare a PO through MM only. They cannot prepare PO from HR module. Okay. However, they will have different hierarchy of approvals, different hierarchy of amounts which they can prepare for the approval authority. All these things will be different. That is, but the module is again MM module only. So overall, if you see, the major entries flows from SD and MM because all expenses are incurred through MM and all revenue is generated from SD. And if you see this industry solutions, IS, here they have mentioned it as a separate module. Actually, what it means is that each industry have got different standard configurations by SAP itself. Okay, so suppose there is a FMCG industry. They have SAP has configured completely. See, how do you think I could configure without learning functional? How do you think I have configured? Because there are standard templates which are already created in the system. Okay, that made me easy to configure. Okay, maybe I have to do some changes which I have to learn from various Google, all these things I have learned and I have configured according to my requirement today. Otherwise, it is not possible. See, if I have to do everything, then I will be requiring one person from ABAP also. Then he will write the program. Then I have to use that particular program to configure. Okay, so SAP has given templates for almost all industries, and that is the reason it is able to survive in many countries all over the world. Okay, these things you may be knowing, but because the contest made me, I am telling you. Otherwise, most of the entries flow from SD and MM. Postings made in these modules with financial implications are posted real-time to FI. See, just now we discussed why ERP has failed. Because, see, even before getting into SAP, even I was, as I told you, we were working in Oracle-based ERP. Okay, the store person will do purchase, I mean, he will use to place purchase orders from that stores module, and he used to receive the materials. He used to do the GRIR. Okay, and he month end, I have to tell him, I have to close my financials, monthly financials. Please close your stores. Okay, and once you close, my stock will come to my module. Like this, I have to tell him. Otherwise, he will not do only because in stores person, you also might be knowing they keep very very less cost person, and his performance also will be like that only. Okay, so there is a drawback there which had been which is resolved in SAP. So all these things are advantages while in SAP because they are done on real time. Once he does the GR, immediately next minute entry will flow to my accounts. Okay, once GR is done, it will come. Once he raised the PO, I can check in my system how many POs have been issued, what is the value. Okay, all these details will come on real time once the other person does the completes the process in his module. Okay, that is the advantage, and this is being captured in FI module. And coming to controlling, the controlling module is designed specifically to provide operational information to management to aid better decision making and for formulating strategic and operational planning. Okay. See, specifically to provide operational information. See, controlling is, there is no entry, all these things. Okay. There is a set process in the system, and that set process helps the management to get the reports for their decision making. This is the main thing in controlling. There are no entries or anything like that. Okay. And in SAP ERP, see, this particular book calls SAP as a SAP ERP. Okay, the SAP ERP, the controlling module is composed of the following sub-modules: cost element, cost center, internal order, activity-based costing, product costing, profitability analysis, and profit center. See, these are the terms which are used in controlling. I will explain you at that time what exactly they mean. And we will cover almost 4 or 5 major things like cost element we will cover, cost center we will cover, internal order we will cover. Okay. And see, profitability analysis and profitability analysis now, I will tell you, this is actually the difference between S4 HANA and ECC. Okay. This profitability analysis, I will give you some theoretical knowledge. I will share some theoretical knowledge, but there is not much as far as profitability analysis is there. But profit center we will cover. See, cost center, internal order, activity-based costing, and profit center. These 4 we will cover completely. And I will just give you some theoretical knowledge about profitability analysis, because the main purpose of S4 HANA is to focus on this profitability analysis. They say some kappa, something like that they say, which is the major difference between HANA and ECC module. So this, see, I have told you what is SAP R3. That is, we have told this 3 layers. That is presentation layer, application layer, and database. That is nothing but R3 structure. Okay. And the client server, this we will learn in the next few minutes. And ABAP is the development aspect is nothing but ABAP. Okay, whatever the programs, whatever the templates which have been already developed by the SAP company is nothing but through ABAP only. Advanced Business Application Program, something like that. It is the technical